Hello and welcome. So here we're going to be taking a bit of a tour of Sanctuary Falls um, in Fallout 4. This is obviously the main settlement you start at. This is obviously a work in progress. I'm still building up my shops and things and building up the homes. At the moment it's got full, I think it's 24 settlers. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, 24 settlers in here. Happiness is at 81. I'm hoping to get that up. This is going to be my maximum settlement hopefully at some point in time. So as one of my provisioners, all dressed in his mechanic's jumpsuit, just going between here and Red Rocket. See at the entranceway, we've just got on the two pillars, got a couple of machine gun turrets, a defence station with a machine gun turret in front of it as well. Over just behind the sign, we've got a little Brahmin point, so we've got a Brahmin feeding trough, and the Brahmin themselves just feeding. Over on the left hand side, one of the empty bases, empty house bases at the moment, we've got a caravan point, so this is where the caravans arrive and set up shop when they arrive. Obviously apart from Trashcan Carla, who seems to have her own rules. Each of the houses at the moment are just designated as bunk houses, so you'll find there's no real furnishings in them, just beds that our settlers use. I'm going to get around to furnishing each of these houses as we go through, but I wanted to get the main sort of plaza way and things finished to start with. So I've built some sort of street lighting, as you can see at the start, just using tall pylons with a light on the top of them, just to get us going with sort of street lights, as there aren't really any available in the game. Over to the left hand side here, hidden behind all of these houses, is where my power plant is. I don't like the noise it creates, but obviously you have to keep these generators running to get the amount of power that I need for the actual settlement. So I keep them hidden over here so we keep the noise away, and it just keeps it out of sight of the rest of the settlers. Okay, so proceeding up the main street, over the left hand side here we've got Umberto's Clothing Emporium. This is the shop I've basically set up, where this is Umberto, one of my settlers. Hey Umberto, how you doing? Got some shelves with some clothing outfits on. They're basically the outfits that we collected as we go through, and then a couple of changing rooms that have been set up, so should we need to, we can come in here, we can try on some different outfits and get ourselves changed and things. As you see, a second changing room. There's a bit of a nautical theme going on with the pictures. Umberto himself, you see, is dressed in a plain black suit, just to make it a nice clean effort. And we've got a baseball guy just standing on the patio, just giving us a bit of interest itself. And obviously the sale notification up. Over the way we've got the bar, which we'll come back to in a little while because I want to show you that in more detail. As I say, the houses, although they've got beds in them at the moment, they've not really got any more furniture. This is my main sort of house, where I've got my power armour situated, and the workshop itself. Inside we've got the bobblehead display stand with all the bobbleheads, and yeah, Marcy Long stands looking at the wall for quite a long time for no reason at all. Just a couple of cabinets for storing things, food and supplies. It's where I use to store my armor.
Mama Murphy die like that. You should have stopped her.
Shut up, Marcy. And then over here we've got our magazine collection. So some magazine racks with all the various different copies of the magazines, and one with just the Grognak the Barbarians. You do seem to find multiples of the same magazine, so here you'll see I've got the same RoboFun here, here and here. They're all picked up within Nick Valentine's shack within Diamond City. But you see you get multiples of the same magazine. The game doesn't seem to multiply. So here's a chest where we've got all the commands, like all the holotapes for the different games that we've got, and also in there I'm keeping in my models from my that I've found, like the iBots, Mr. Gutsy, Mr. Handy's Protectron models that I found throughout the wasteland. In what used to be the kitchen now is just a bit of a storage facility. So there's just a few chests, one which keep miscellaneous aid products, all of the legendary armour and things that I've collected. So there's quite a lot that's been collected over time. We'll use it and modify it as we need to. Also there's the weapons crate, which again is mainly the legendary weapons, or the ones that have been heavily modified. As you can see, there's my old sniper rifle, the boob headshot, and the actual chiller. itself. But then again, there are plenty of those as well. All of them again, the legendary weapons that have collected over time. And then next to that, we've just got a crate which has got plenty of outfits on for our settlers to be clothed in, depending on how and when I'm feeling, how I'm feeling that they should be clothed. Most of them at the moment are actually done out. Just see, within the settlements, the traders themselves tend to have dresses and or suits and things on. The farmers, or the people that I've got actually in farming food, I've used road leathers for with sunglasses because I quite like the way it looks on them. And then we have some defence points up and down the strip. Each of the defence points we have a guard who's dressed in military fatigues with a military cap on. Bell centralised in the city just so that we can call everything together just to make sure everybody's assigned correctly. Over to the right hand side here, this is where I've got my armours and weapons emporium. So we've got an armour station and the actual armour workshop itself, and then a weapons workstation and the weapons shop should I need it. You can see, as I said, the traders, they've got the blonde blue dress on and the green trilby hat on. And then over here we've got a normal sort of goods trading post where I used to sell my purified water and a scrounging post, and again another guard post itself. Then round here in the corner we've got our clinic. As you see, there's no power running to it at the moment. Our pylons stop here. We're going to extend those down to this area. I need to go and find some more ceramics though to be able to do that. But then we've got our little clinic set up with our drug sign outside. Needs a bit more decoration and things. But inside we've got our clinic with Doc Settler, all dressed in his nice Voltec clean white jumpsuit or lab coat. Got a little waiting area with some settees and a table and then a lamp. And then up on the raised platform we've got 4 beds for our patients to be seen in. Obviously we've got some little surgical lights as well. No takers at the moment, obviously we haven't got any ill settlers, so that's pretty cool. And again an empty base here which we may use at some point in the future just to build some more kind of shops and things on. Down by the actual lake itself I've got 4 filtration plants running, all with their own generators. These supply lots and lots of pure water which we can then sell on to the traders, which allows us to make lots of caps. At the back, out by the way it used to be the playground, we've got lots and lots of crops growing, plenty of razor grain, potatoes and then corn, carrots, melons.
Out here,
quite
you
a
gotta
large
take
farm,
things one day at a time.
which requires quite a lot of labour. So obviously we've got all these guys. It's getting to the evenings, they're all starting standing around rather than going off and doing their jobs. As you can see, they're all dressed in the road leathers with the glasses on, sunglasses on, which is pretty cool.
Got work to do.
So the final building I want to show you is actually my bar and grill and basically a disco unit itself. So as you can see, we've got a couple of spotlights that are actually focusing down on the lines which are leading to the entranceway. As we actually go up, we've got a patio area here with some stools and then the Nuka-Cola machines, some more stalls and a barbecue area. And then inside we've got our sort of disco unit that's going off. So we've got basically a coloured wall, plenty of lights going off. And then an actual bar with some seating areas, some lighting and things. And this is where our settlers should gather in an evening after they finish their hard day's work, come in, have a bit of a dance and things. This is Anne Hargreaves, by the way. We met her a little while ago and we got her now as our hostess in the bar area. Okay. So that's basically how we've got Sanctuary Falls at the moment. I did say that I'd go through some of the bits and pieces that we've done. The disco wall here is basically TV monitors we've got set up. We've got them linked to 4 time switches, which is how come they're switching on and off, draw quite a lot of power. Getting it set up was quite a pain. Basically set the screens up and then had to try and link them up in random patterns and random formations to try and get the lights to actually flash into the discos themselves. if we go around the back of the building, you can see how that's actually set up. What we've got is each of the screens, plenty of them linked together. You'll see that I've got multiple radios set up. Otherwise we just seem to get sound in a central point in the corner. So the radios are just set up so that we get a nice even distribution of music throughout the disco itself. These are the switching points. You'll see they're all hidden behind a fence. But each one is set so that they turn it on and off at random intervals. So we've got some power issues, but we'll get those all sorted out. And then at the end we've got a terminal, which is basically just controlling what's going on with those lights themselves. So basically that is Sanctuary Falls. Thank you very much for watching.